Come on, jump up there. Statue of a female with a melancholic expression. There's an opening to place something. Emblem of a sun is engraved and there's something written beneath it. The brightness of the gilding light will scorch you. Only those who can bear the light can open the new path. Oh. There's a note left by a Castellan. Is that a word? I've never heard of that before. Often I feel that the time passes awkwardly around here. In some places, the flowers never die. In other places, they wither ever so quickly. I cannot stay here very long, for I know my sanity will leave me. You know what I realized I forgot to do? I think I forgot to put a delay on for the avatar. Just because, like, since I'm recording an older game and using the Elgato HD, which does not have like an instant preview thing, there's a bit of a delay between like the image actually getting, I guess, to the computer, and then basically when you're talking over it, things aren't synced up properly. May not be synced up properly. I remember it actually worked out quite well when I did it's a steel chut by Immense Power. It's steel chut. Ugh. That worked out quite well for the Dead Space game I did. Extraction. I kind of forgot with this. So apologies if things are a little unsynced. Something written. The sword is key to freeing the soul. The key resides at the highest place. Palace? Such as a place. Camera, please, Jesus. That sentence. A decorative sword used for rituals that cannot be used as a weapon. Also, Dante, you seriously couldn't just jump from right there to there? Come on, man. Chill. Just seal for the Immense Power, do something written. This path will open with the gilding soul. Okay. We have to use this to get up. Because there's gunk in the way. An ornament resembling a soul. When activated, it loses its power over time.
This stinking hole was the last place I thought I'd find anyone with some guts.
So weird that Donda doesn't get subtitles. Like, what? Down there. That's my bad for being a little too aggressive. And now I gotta restart the freaking thing. I don't want to hit the sweet spot. Definitely feeling a bit of that old school jank, if you will. Alright. If you can't tell, I'm a little on the tired side, and I was not expecting to run into a boss that was going to be kicking my ass this early on. So I'm kind of debating if I do this later. Here's my dilemma, right? Because like let's just because I'm not 100% sure how this game works, so no, we're gonna go back to the main menu because I would assume the game has a mission select, but I do not know for sure. So if I go load data, Um, that's not what I meant to do. No, it just grew. Okay. Oh my god. Right, so there's no, by the looks of it, there's not like a mission replay function, right? Oh dear God. This just makes this a major pain in the ass because it's like basically any grinding I'm gonna do has to be within the one level, and because there's no saving, basically if you get a game over, you lose all the grinding you do, right? I hate to end the recording session on kind of a dour note. I just like I'm not super good at the game, obviously. I'm having some struggles. The Shadow Cat thing still tends to beat me here and there. There's no like end stage saving. You only get to save between stages. It's, I guess, very old school, if you will. Um, and yeah, I'm also like thinking like how many. I'm worried because I could, I want to use my laptop for other stuff. I can't, like, I don't want to just have it plugged in all the time too. Right, so I'm like, I'm hoping I can just change out the cords and I'm not going to cause any problems because, like, I could just do a bunch of grinding and then kind of leave the PS2 on, which it's not probably the most healthy thing to do for the console, but, you know, I definitely remember as a kid before we had before we owned memory cards because memory cards were pretty expensive. In some games we played, um, we just leave the console on so we could get back to it. So like, I'm pretty sure we left our GameCube on for like a day or two straight sometimes, just because we either didn't have a memory card or maybe the memory card was full. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm a little complaining. I just I've for the most part I've been lucky that like a lot of games I played are a little on the newer side and have a little more modern conveniences, if you will. So to play something like this, that is very um I don't think rigid would be the word, but old school or just I don't know, not the most new player friendly, that's for sure. And in terms of just time considerate, I guess. Yeah, let's see that again. I one thing I guess I could do would be just start a new save file, and get back to that point because it's not like we were that far into the game. Like that was only like mission 4 or 5 or something like that. So I guess that is something I could do, and then I could just spend some time to grind up on the stuff. And I don't know, maybe I do settle for easy mode, maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna end this here because again, I'm tired. I kind of want to go do my own thing, especially because I spent like an hour and a half messing around with stuff, and that tends to kind of drain you a little bit when you're like in your recording mood, but you can't actually record because you're trying to fix stuff. So, Yeah, sorry for kind of a short recording session, and sorry for that it's limited progress. But again, this probably won't be going up for a little bit, and I know I still have a pretty big cushion because I have like yeah, I'm only in like part 34 of the Luigi's Mansion playthrough, and there's 59 parts in total. So I still have, 25 episodes of that to upload, so I have quite a cushion. Plus, I have a few scare scraper parts from doing that, which I do want to like. I don't want to consider that part of the playthrough. I want that to be kind of its own playlist thing, in case I ever go and do the scare scraper with other friends. Yeah, so we'll see when we come back if I just maybe make a new save file and I'll just kind of stock up on stuff to ease my suffering, if you will, and I might switch to easy mode as well to make things a tad easier. It is kind of silly that you can't like change that between stages or anything. That's another just odd thing. That's like if the player simply wants to try it, like that it's so like yeah, you can try easy mode the one time, or you can't try it at all. If you do try it, well now you're locked to it. Granted, I guess I'll give the game that again. That's like 2 levels in, like after 2 levels that activates. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And oh yeah, I give thanks to Ghost Cabbit. They made the model. Thank you to SnowHusky who did the VRM work and made the hoodie. Well, I didn't make the hoodie, but retextured the hoodie and made it so I could use it. And thank you to Antifreeze who will be doing thumbnails. I appreciate that a lot. It definitely feels like it is helping my videos in the algorithm, which I hate. I'm not one to play by the algorithm, but if it having something that helps a little bit to get my channel a little bit more exposure is nice, but I will always kind of be doing my own thing. Like playthroughs are going to be the heart of this channel, but every once in a while you'll see my multiplayer clips get uploaded and stuff. I'm just not really one to want to create a separate channel for that. I just they're not going to be super common, right? Like here and there, sure, but playthroughs will be the heart of this channel. Um, and I'm not, like, I'm not going to be looking to play anything that is, how to put it, like, if Devil May Cry if there was a new Devil May Cry game on the way, and there's a lot of talk, a lot of hype, and say more people are looking up Devil May Cry because of that new game, and maybe some people are looking to watch playthroughs of the first game, right? Like, I'm not going to suddenly jump into Devil May Cry right then and there because I know more people will be looking for the series. I'm doing this when I could get around to it, and right now we're in a time where we don't know when the next DMC game could be. Um, what DMC 5 was 2019, I'm pretty sure. So we've gotten to the point where it's been 5 years since that game came out. Now, if they announce the next DMC game while I'm doing this marathon, that would be pretty cool. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And this marathon is going to go on for a while because I don't get through my games the fastest. With a marathon like this, I'm not going to overlap parts or like if I start the second, like say I finish the first game and I get to the second game right away, even if I get that done and fully edited and everything, I'm not going to start uploading that until the first game is fully uploaded. That is just kind of the way I'm going to do it. That's what I believe. I want people to be able to, if someone is watching currently, not coming back to this, months, years later, I want them, I want it to be able to, that they, can finish the first series, the first game before they jump into what the sequel has. Um, they don't feel like, oh, well, now he's uploading the second game. I really want to start, but I don't want to actually start watching it because I want to see how the first game ends, right? That kind of thing. And it just makes sense, I think, to not have multiple like episodes going up of two games in the same series that are like one's a sequel to the other. I don't think that makes a lot of sense. Hey, I'm babbling on here now, so I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, ciao for now. Bye.